Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. And boy, obviously, we're in the middle of this thing, this pandemic, and a culture war, and things are really crazy. Like, I've 50 plus years of life on planet Earth for me, and these are the craziest times ever. So, but we'll get through this. But one thing that is going to perhaps get us killed are stupid people, dumb people. Okay, so I've been um, saying this on Facebook, not to be like an asshole snob and all that, um, but I've been trying to reason with the deplorables, these Trump supporters, and for 3.5 years on social media, Facebook, Twitter, it's impossible. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a clip by David Pakman. I haven't put up a lot of Pakman stuff lately, and I always give Dave credit. Subscribes to his channel. It's amazing. David Pakman, really smart, interesting man. Great, great show. So watch this. Stupid people are going to get us killed unnecessarily. Here you go.
You all know I call things as I see them. And right now, it's time to call the virus situation as I see it. Idiots and bad people are destroying our ability to curb this virus as soon as possible. Their behavior is putting people at risk, and it will cause people to die unnecessarily, people who didn't need to die. Now, I'm not just talking about the people in our government. I'm also talking about just regular old people. You might remember, and by old, I just mean regular people, not elderly. I did a story back in February of last year, about 13 months ago, called "It's Time to Admit That Many Americans Are Stupid." And clearly this struck a nerve. It got more than 600,000 views, a very positive reaction, more than 16,000 likes. But a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people felt that it was an attack on them to some degree, or on people who just lacked education. And this is not what we are talking about. We have never had a clearer case of bad and dumb people will be the death of us than what is happening now in the era of coronavirus. Coronavirus has exposed the deficits in our systems, the deficits in our healthcare system, in our economy, in our president's capacity to deal with a crisis, a total lack of capacity, that is. But we're also hurting because of bad and dumb people. And I'm going to go through some examples with you today. Of course, the context being to stop the spread of the virus, absent functioning antivirals, a vaccine, antibody treatments, all of which are under development. It's going to be a while. We need to reduce exposure and transmission. Stop gathering in large groups, work from home, stay away from other people, all this stuff. Many states are realizing it, shutting down bars and restaurants and gatherings even as large as 25 people. Look at just a sampling of what happened over the weekend. This is just a handful of examples. There are hundreds or thousands of these. Oklahoma Republican Governor Kevin Stitt posted a tweet of himself out with his kids in a very crowded restaurant saying, "Eating with my kids and all my fellow Oklahomans at the Collective OKC. It's packed tonight." This is the exact opposite of what medical experts say we should do. And of course, we live in a world where one party has decided medical experts are basically just people with opinions, which we can ignore if we don't like them, because it's just like saying, I think low taxes are good. It's just an opinion. Our Republican governor here in Massachusetts is taking this seriously, activating a system to get nurses from out of state licensed in state within 24 hours to keep up with demand, saying close schools, work from home, starting a restaurant and bar closure other than takeout and delivery starting tomorrow. And meanwhile, the Oklahoma governor is bragging about being at a packed restaurant with his kids. Is this weaponized ignorance, or is this a bad person? You tell me. Governor eventually deleted the tweet because of the obvious blowback. People are hoarding. People are hoarding food of all kinds. People are hoarding toilet paper. This is creating an artificial shortage. There was no expectation that the supply chain was actually going to be disrupted for toilet paper, nor that toilet paper usage would actually go up. But people are going crazy, and they're doing it with food as well. Here's video of people rolling around on the ground, pushing each other, yelling at each other, and fighting for toilet paper at some big box store. I don't even know where this is. Doesn't matter. It's happening all over. For toilet paper.
Not just one. One per person. One per person, one per person.
Again, this is all started by rumor about a shortage. People go fight for toilet paper and they cause a shortage because people are hoarding it. If people just kept buying toilet paper at their normal rate, using it at their normal rate, there'd be no shortage. There'd be no scuffles for people pushing each other in order to grab toilet paper. Are these stupid people or are they bad people? I don't know the answer. More and more in blue states, people are staying home. St. Patrick's Day parade here in Boston canceled. If you're from the area, you know just how big of a deal that is. Not everywhere, though. Here's a girl at some kind of St. Patrick's Day street party talking about, well, I'm 21, I'm immunocompromised, but I don't care because I take supplements.
I have a compromised immune system, but I'm still only 21. But I'm not even worried because I just take supplements and I self-medicate, so it's fine.
Is this a dumb person or is this a bad person, for lack of a better term? South Korea has tested large numbers of asymptomatic 20 to 29-year-olds and found that a whole bunch of 20 to 29-year-olds who feel fine have the virus, and they are spreading it all over if they do what this girl is doing. It has to stop. Here is Republican Congressman Devin Nunes going on Trump brown-noser Maria Bartiromo's program on Fox and saying, hey, you know what? This is a great time to go out to a restaurant. It's not that busy. You can get right in and get a table.
And there's a lot of concerns with the economy here because people are scared to go out. But I will just say, one of the things you can do if you're healthy, you and your family, it's a great time to just go out, go to a local restaurant. Yeah. Likely you can get in easily. Let's not hurt the working people in this country that are relying on wages and tips to keep their small business going.
We're very sympathetic.
Don't run to the
Understood.
Yeah, just don't run to the grocery store and buy $4,000 of food.
Right, they're cleaning off the shelves.
Go to your local pub.
We want to be very sympathetic to what's going on.
No pushback from Maria Bartiromo. Should that be criminal, what Devin Nunes said? I tweeted asking, should this be criminal? A whole bunch of my Twitter followers said, yeah, what Devin Nunes is doing there should be criminal. Now, Devin Nunes isn't wrong to be concerned about the economy. The economy isn't a free fall. But the problem is a systemic structural one. The solution isn't to now say, well, we have to just keep going to bars and restaurants. What we need is a system of paid sick leave so he can be less concerned about the restaurant employees, not having disbanded the pandemic response team, having a functioning healthcare system. These are structural problems that they don't get solved by saying, go at the individual level and continue to engage in the behavior that's spreading the disease. If we are going to have this level of both stupidity and just straight up disregard for others, we are in very, very serious trouble. And as we see the partisan divide, Republicans have to a third as likely to be worried about coronavirus as Democrats, to be taking action around coronavirus as Democrats. We are in a situation that is only going to get worse. That's where the data is pointing right now.
Okay, so there you have it. Here's a picture of my classical guitar. Ibanez been playing a lot of guitar. By the way, I'm going to, probably within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start each YouTube video or podcast or whatever with a little guitar. All right, so there you have it. David Pakman. I always give credit to David Pakman. Subscribe to his show. He's fantastic. There's a reason why he's doing so well. There are a lot of interesting people on YouTube channel. The Ring of Fire is really good. I like the Young Turks too. But really, I think David Pakman is my favorite. Okay, good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. We're going to get through this thing.